some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So UCLA's offense will get the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Jackson will throw. Grabs it in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit the formation, those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And some room to work. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Finds a little space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Nowaski. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Nowaski. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved on the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
This time they'll go to the running game. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Nowaski. Finally corralled the number 4. He picks up the 1st down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well.
On the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Jackson gonna throw it. Missed his receiver there. This should be the last play of the quarter. that time just short of the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wolverines will call on their punt team.
Returner goes out of bounds.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Jackson will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lay. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Silver. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
At the 4-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Give to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson gonna throw it, using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Michigan offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but...
He's going to fire deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away, doing it clean. No PI on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Nowaski. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Right down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big...
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab on the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The official says no good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's McKinney. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Buys a little extra time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Bring in the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lay. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll test the right side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense now is decision time. And they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Looking for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The running back has it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. A run for the quarterback. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Nowaski. Knocked off his feet.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in 1.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. Finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Jackson will throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hart. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Jackson gonna throw it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now on first down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. start this drive from the 18-yard line. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you string together positive